Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids. You see all of this technology and gadgets behind me here? Yes, it is time for another mega gadget collection. This week I've got some really great products to share with you, and I'm going to start with what is the tiniest piece of technology I've reviewed for a long time. Let's take a look at the fuel. So this really is the tiniest little charger that I've ever actually reviewed on the channel. This is from Advantech Industries. This is their fuel phone charger. And just to give you an idea of the size, this is a micro SIM card from a smartphone up against the fuel phone charger. Look at this, that's roughly 4 SIM cards in size. Absolutely tiny little charger, and it's made of what feels like a metal. It's a really nice finish in this red and black design, and they've made it look like a little fuel can. Very cool indeed. Now if you look on the bottom here, we've got a micro USB socket. This is used for charging the internal battery inside here. Now there's no cable supplied inside the box. The only thing you get inside the box is a little tiny connector to put this on your keychain. And then on the top we've got an on-off switch. It's in the off position at the moment. If we switch it on, you can see we've got one little LED light on here, and that's one of 3, so that indicates roughly how much charge is left inside the little tiny battery. And then if we take the little fuel cap off, it reveals a micro USB connector. Very cool indeed. And this is enough just to top up your smartphone or your tablet device whilst you're out and about, just to give it a little bit of charge in emergencies. If you've run out of battery capacity, this will just top it up. This is the fuel phone charger, and I love it just because of the design and how tiny it is. Now when it comes to smartphones, I like to put them inside a case. I always do that. I like to protect them from dents and scratches. But it is a shame, I must admit, that if you've got something as beautiful as the iPhone 6 to cover up the design and the amount of effort that Apple have put into it to make it a nice tactile device, well, the Macaulay protective frame sort of gives you a midway house, a midway choice of actually protecting some of your device but still leaving most of it unprotected, and also open to this sort of touchy-feely sort of thing that we like to do with our smartphones. It's nice to see the colour show through. It's nice to be able to feel the material that Apple have used. Yes, it does expose this to the elements, but at least we've still got the edges protected from this dual layer design. So we've got like a silicone rubber on the inside and then a harder plastic on the outside, and this just happens to match the gold colour of the iPhone really nicely. A good colour match there. So you can see also some of the silicone rubber showing through. We've got the Macaulay branding on the side here. We've got built-in volume buttons. We've also got a cutout here for the silencer switch. Across the bottom, we've still got access to all of the ports that we would need to. And then along this side, we've got a built-in sort of raised edge profile button for the power on-off. Because the back is completely exposed, obviously no interference with the camera and the flash and the microphone, it does a good job of protecting the outside and still gives you a really nice look at the device itself. This is the Macaulay protective frame. Now it's not very often that I include a PC component in one of my mega gadget collections, but if you're into building your own PCs, I thought this Avantek front panel USB 3 hub was well worth taking a look at. It fits into a 5¼ inch drive bay on your PC build. It connects via a 19-pin port, and it also has a SATA power cable in here as well. It's plug and play, so no drivers required. And what it basically does is gives you 3 extra front accessible USB 3 ports. It also gives you a 4th port, which gives you a 2.4 amp charging output, so you can charge things like smartphones and tablet devices. I think it's a very neat solution. This particular one is in a black finish. It seems fairly well built, and it gives you access to those extra USB 3 ports, and you can never have too many of those. What we're looking at now may just look like a standard USB charger. It's from EpicCharge, and yes, it does look like the Apple charger, I will give it that. But the exciting bit in this particular product is the breakout cable. And I think having something like this is very useful indeed. You use this with the USB wall charger, plugging in the USB connector there, and then 3 cables break out from it, and allow you to charge 3 different devices. So we have got a 30-pin connector for older Apple devices. We've got an Apple Lightning connector for the newer devices, including the iPad Air 2, the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus. And then we've also got a micro USB connector, all built into the one cable. Very useful device if you travel around a lot and you don't want to take multiple cables with you. This is a great solution from EpicCharge. Now, if you're into your photography and you happen to own an iPhone 6 perhaps in this case, then this is well worth taking a look at. This is a range of 3 products from Stylus. Now, I'm going to show you them each in turn, but basically these offer a really good solution to better iPhone photography. So let's just move the 2 accessories out of the way for a short while and have a look at this. This is the interchangeable lens ready case. And this is really very, very special indeed. It's made of a combination of metal and this rigid sort of plastic in the middle section. And this rigid plastic has got little dimples all over it. So it makes it very, very tactile to hold. It adds extra grip to your device as well. If we take a look around the inside, now this is where your iPhone's going to go, and I wanted to show you this without a phone inside, purely because they put this felt type material, like an extra layer of protection, and that's very important because you're going to be adding attachments to the back of the case, and you don't want them to scratch the finish on the back of your iPhone 6. Now if we look around this side, we've got various places where we can add attachments. So we've got a central section here where we can add attachments, and also a place here where we can add extra lenses. And that brings me nicely on to show you the first of the accessories for this particular product. This is their 4-in-1 revolver lens attachment. Now I just want to pop the product to one side a moment and just take you for a little tour around the back of the packaging. This shows you what you get included on that lens attachment. So you get macro, fisheye, wide angle and a circular polarizing filter. And I wanted to bring your attention to this. This gives you an idea of what a circular polarizing filter does without the filter and with. Very, very cool indeed. Now let's show you the actual revolving lens. Now you wouldn't have all of these lenses showing at the same time, but basically it's got a rotating system where you can rotate the sort of back portion, which is going to be attached to the case, and then you can pop these lenses out one at a time and they line up with the top lens on the iPhone 6. So you've got things like the polarizing filter, wide angle, macro lenses showing at the moment. It's a very, very good solution and really well engineered. It feels very, very solid indeed and will give you some great creativity options if you're using this with your iPhone. Now this next one is an LED ring light, and again this attaches to the case and it gives you the option of being able to use this to illuminate your subject matter. It's really well built. You can see the array of LEDs around here. We have got a little bit on the front here which is like a clear sort of diffuser, and then we've got a coloured diffuser here which is going to give you a slight tint to your photos, and then a stronger diffuser here, and you can swap these out depending upon the subject matter that you're trying to photograph. This is a great collection of accessories, and as I say, if you're into your iPhone photography, they are well worth considering. Next up we have got the Kitvision Escape action camera, model number HD5W. This is an alternative, yes, to a GoPro. It captures 1080p video at 30 frames per second, also 720p video, 30 frames per second, 12 megapixel photos. It's got a 170 degree wide angle lens on the front, and it's waterproof up to 60 meters. It's also got built-in Wi-Fi, and let me just turn this on because this is very important, because as I turn this around to show you the rear of the device, you will see it has also got a built-in screen. Now at this sort of price point, to get a built-in screen, it is a very, very good feature indeed, because it allows you to frame your shot properly, and also once you've recorded something you can play it back and check you've got the footage that you want. Now it's actually inside the waterproof case at the moment. We've got push-through buttons for the various controls as well as the power, starting and stopping recording. Nice amount of protection, and a lens system that is very, very similar, if not compatible, with the GoPro system. So if you're looking for something that you want to capture some action whilst you're on holiday, but without spending GoPro money, this is well worth checking out. It actually captures to micro SD card, and the video quality it produces is very good indeed. This is the Kitvision Escape HD5W. Last but not least, in this week's Mega Gadget collection, we have got the HyperX Cloud 2 Pro gaming headset from Kingston, and this really is the ultimate in PC gaming headsets. Now you can see the products here that come inside the box. We've got the headset itself. We've also got the Breakout control box, which connects via a 2-meter USB cable. And then we've got an alternative pair of memory foam sort of ear cups here, these sort of cushions. Two different finishes, a soft finish here and a more sort of sweat-proof finish just here. Now this has got some great features built into the headset. We've got premium USB sound card, 7.1 surround sound, digitally enhanced mic, which is attached just here. I'll show you that in a short while. And also pure hi-fi 53mm drivers. Now all of the cables, I must emphasise this, are all braided, so very, very high quality cables. This one is terminated in a 3.5mm audio jack, so you can go straight into a 3.5mm output if you wish, or you can plug it into the Breakout box, which is this, which connects via USB. This is going to give you the full functionality of the HyperX Cloud 2 headset. This has also got controls on it for both microphone and headphone volume, as well as a mute control. And it's also got a little clip on the back, so you can clip this to your clothing if you so wish. As I mentioned earlier, USB connection and a 2-meter cable on this. And then we come to the headset itself. Now the microphone is detachable, so you can remove this completely. In fact, let's do that so that it's out of the way. The microphone actually produces really good quality audio, very, very good indeed. And it's also got a flexible arm, so you can get it to the ultimate position for picking up your voice. And then the headset itself, this is beautifully made, very, very high grade, high quality materials, combination of plastics and also metal. There might even be some leather in here. Let's give it the sniff test. It sort of smells like it might be leather, but I can't actually guarantee that. I'd looked on the box and also on the website, couldn't get confirmation of whether this is leather or not, but it certainly is a very high grade material. Now across the top we've got the HyperX branding embroidered into the top. The headband's got a decent amount of padding, which is really good. I say this in a lot of my headphone reviews. A lot of manufacturers forget this area here. It is very important because it adds a lot to comfort, especially if you're gaming for prolonged periods of time. We've got metal arms that come down either side, metal back plates to the back of the headphones, and as I said, they've got 53mm drivers inside and memory foam padding on the outside. Very, very comfortable for prolonged periods of time. The actual audio these deliver during gameplay, very, very convincing. I also listen to some music just to give them a good test of where they sit with regard to bass response, mid-range and high frequency, and they are very good performers. Obviously not audiophile, but then they aren't audio headphones. They are gaming headphones. For games, they produce an amazing sound. Definitely the best gaming headset I've tested in the history of the Geekanoids channel. This is the HyperX Cloud 2 Pro Gaming headset. Now thank you very much for watching this Mega Gadget collection. All of the products will be linked to in the video description to make it easy for you to find them on the internet. Please do check out all the other links in the video description. Follow me on my social networks. Hit like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one.